Well, it's now been officially a year since we initially shut down. I was reminded of this when our pastoral associate at St. Francis, Becky, sent the worship aid out for this coming weekend to be updated with music and pointed out that this was the first one in a year that she already had a template for in her files. Not to mention, I remember the beautiful weather we had last year around this time, and we're having beautiful weather now again. While I know that I and others have often said this during this time, I can't help but think of all of the blessings of this past year and how much I have learned and we have learned as a staff and parish community. We have come such a long way in our outreach and digital outreach, and I believe in many ways we're reaching more and further than we ever have in the past. I remember vividly those first few weeks of the pandemic and shutdown. Before some of the more restrictive measures were put in place, I remember having socially distanced meetings with staff where we spread out over the church at St. Francis, recording and editing those first few daily messages from Monsignor Luca, recording and editing daily Mass at St. Francis, and recording Stations of the Cross for that season of Lent. Our first recorded Sunday Mass was the fourth Sunday of Lent, the Sunday we're approaching now. Back then, we were using a video camera on a tripod with our seminarian Greg Downs at the time, zooming and pointing the camera to the different views we needed throughout the Mass. As we approached Holy Week last year, I remember coordinating with staff at St. Louis and growing in our relationship as a pastorate. I also remember being very nervous to play for the first time at St. Louis when we recorded the Palm Sunday and Holy Thursday Mass. What a blessing it was to continue to alternate with the St. Louis Music Ministry and providing music for those recorded Masses throughout the summer and early fall. And how could I forget the first public outdoor Mass that we had in a long time? Who would have thought I would have been so excited to arrive super early and drag out all of that equipment needed for that Mass? But I was. Just to see people outside of my own bubble was such a joy and a blessing at the time and continues to be. There are so many memories from this time last year that I can name and reflect upon, and so many ways we have grown. Now we are using high-tech automatic Zoom cameras to stream our Masses from both parishes and reach more parishioners. Editing video and virtual choir recordings, remember that Thursday message, has become second nature and just part of the job. With each new liturgical season comes the opportunity for more digital outreach through different video series and Zoom gatherings. And also with each new season comes the challenge of reimagining how we do things safely, following all of the necessary health guidelines. While I could go on and on about the things we did and will hopefully continue to do, I want to also include a lot of gratitude in this message. Thank you to all of the staff and clergy that have worked so hard to support our pastorate over the past year. While I don't want to name names in fear of leaving anyone out, your work and support has been critical in spreading the gospel during this time. And thank you to our wonderful parishioners and parish community who have at times bared through our technical difficulties and have continued to so willingly volunteer and give during a time where nothing is certain. As we look ahead to another Holy Week and Easter where things will look and feel different, don't forget to reflect on how far we've come in a year, and to appreciate the gift that we have this year of being able to gather together again. As I always try to do, I want to leave you with some music to listen to and reflect upon as we look back on the past year and look forward. Be still and know that I am God. Stay safe and God bless.
Be still, be still, and know that I am God, and know that I am God. Be still, But if the grain does die, it only then shall live, and hear abundant fruit through its dying. Be still, be still, and know that I am God, and know that I am God. Be still, be still, and know that I am God, and know that I am God. Be still. Whoever follows me must empty out his life, for if you lose your life, you will live. As I pour out my love, so you must love as well. Where I am, so my servant shall be. Be still, be still, and know that I am God, and know that I am God. Be still, be still, and know that I am God, and know that I am God. Be still. Holy shall you be, dwelling place of God. In the quiet hear my voice. I will write my law deep within your heart, for you belong to me for all time. Be still, be still, and know that I am God, and know that I am God. Be still, be still, and know that I am God, and know that I am God. Be still. For I am with you in every hour, through every pain and joy. Though seasons pass, though the world will turn, I remain unchanged, ever constant in my love. Be still, I am your God. Be still, be still.